Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the world of Akala. I am your Dungeon Master, The Badge, and this is He is Risen, Episode 8. 99% sure that's correct, Episode 8. I have everyone except for Sholly and the Jord with me today. Sholly will not be joining us, but Jord will be here shortly. Sorry for the late start. If you are watching live, all one of you probably. But everybody who's here, say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Howdy.
All right, so last time, you finished up fighting the Cult of Blood members. Didn't gain any useful information out of that I recall. Probably should have gone back and watched it over, but you'd beaten all of them except for the one, and you were trying to not let him off himself, but you kind of beaten him up until he didn't have much left, and then he smacked his head against the ground and, yeah, kind of cracked the back of his skull and killed himself.
I was upset about that.
Yeah. Then you went back to Barnabas's lab, and some of you got some experimental treatments, either alchemical or, in Kramkyl's case, technological, which some of you have them as feats now in your character sheets. I think everybody except for Meryl has theirs, because Meryl's side effect I want to be a bit of a surprise.
And Leokron was literally the only one that didn't experiment on anything.
Correct.
And I put a picture in the art how I picture Meryl right now.
No. It's much more feral and bestial than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Picture like the hybrid of a werewolf, but cabin.
Yeah, that's what that is.
No, that's very humanoid from the neck down.
Oh, okay. So more okay.
Yeah, very animalistic. This new form of Meryl's is very animalistic.
So she's on all fours, then, is what you're saying?
No, bipedal.
Bipedal, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Meryl got a new form that is medium sized and has long teeth and long claws, and is, like I just said, like the Cabot version of a werewolf, much more bestial than her other forms. Araneus,
rabid bunny.
Yeah, pretty much. Araneus took an alchemical concoction that would enhance his magic at the cost of his vitality. Kramkyl took 2 experiments, one to increase his dexterity, and one, the alchemical one was to increase his dexterity, and the technological one was a pair of boots that were very painful to get on and would increase his speed. Who am I missing? Oh, Araneus also sold Barnabas some of his blood because Barnabas was very intrigued with his ability to climb walls. Krex, and I'll reiterate this when Jord comes back.
We'll be right back. My food is here.
Okay. Oh, Andor. This was a session before, but Andor took an alchemical brew to enhance his senses. And Krex wanted something to make him stronger, but it kind of backfired and knocked him out and caused amnesia, and he can't remember anything for the past however long Jord's been gone. That's my way of fixing that problem. And then you head back to the guild. Did you go to the guild master to tell them that the cult of blood was active?
Yeah,
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We did.
And they asked you as adventurers to keep an eye out for more cult activity, and they said they would inform the guard, I believe. of the goings on. And then you headed back into... Oh, and everybody except for Krex has lined up at the quest board, it seems. Let me bring Krex down. Okay. And we left off with deciding whether or not to take downtime for the rest of the day, because it's, what, barely midday. Or to take downtime for the rest of the day and then do a long rest, or to jump right into the next quest. Why did you put your weapon proficiency up?
That it was an accident.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really know what
Misclick.
the gun would do,
Got it.
honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, for those I have here, what do you want to do? Do you want to jump right into the next quest, or do you want to take some downtime for the day and take a long rest?
Doesn't matter to me. Either or.
Either or.
Either or.
What about Leokron and Kramkyl? What do they want?
Should we do a night mission?
Well, it's not late at night. It's about midday.
No, if we take a long rest now and we do a mission at night. I think I just broke your brain.
I mean, you're only allowed one every 24 hours.
Well, damn. All right. I mean, personally, I'm okay if, like, you want to keep going on missions. But I don't know about the others.
I think I'm okay to keep going.
I'm all for going on missions. I need money. I need to pay back stuff.
Well, how much gold do you have right now?
The vending machine back there sells
111 gold and 51 silver.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I told you a while ago when we were talking starting gold, but you do have 150 gold in your Bank of Westwind account.
Well, how much do I owe on the axe?
400. I went back yesterday and I figured that out because I knew that was going to come up. I'm being a good DM today.
Yeah.
Oh, also for anybody interested, I'm pretty sure I put the link to the campaign calendar in the description.
I mean, I'm pretty good with what days are what days, so.
Well, I mostly meant for anybody watching because I already told you guys.
Whatever.
But do you wanna keep pushing forward another quest today, or do you want to? By you, I'm talking to Josh Andor. Do you want to take some downtime, do a long rest before the next quest?
Definitely take a long rest before the next mission, but the next mission should be part of the goal.
Okay, so we have 3 for go right now, or no, 2 for go right now, 1 for either or, and 1 for take long rest.
You want to flip a coin, Krex?
I'm pretty sure Araneus wanted a long rest, so that's 2 for long rest. I'm like 80% sure Araneus wanted a long rest because he needs to heal up.
Okay.
So that's 2, and 1 for either or, and just need Jord to come in and be the top. Krex was taking a nap, so that's what Jord said. Jord said Krex was taking a nap.
So should we just take a nap as a long rest? Like in that kind of theoretical sense?
I mean, how many hours does it clarify for a long rest? Because if we're in morning, we could take a nap now, get ready, and then take
Well,
off in the afternoon.
If you take a nap, it would be a short rest. Long rest, you'd have to wait till the night because you only get one every 24 hours. And you had one last night.
Terrible song. This is terrible.
Why does the time of day matter? That's what that's I guess what I'm questioning.
It doesn't, but you only get one every in every 24 hours, and you took one last night, so your 24 hours would be up until tonight.
Well, if we already took one last night, we don't need to.
But 24 hours since then. Like, we don't have it until we get to the same spot when we took our long rest.
Yeah.
So at the moment, like, I don't think we can take it right now.
Yeah, I don't think we can take a long rest right now.
Necessarily a bad thing, but
I mean, Andor's at full health, and I'm pretty good, so.
should have started shooting the first time. Oh no, we lost the tire.
So are you on? Let's go ahead and quest now. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Okay.
have any level 2 spells, but
Yep. Oh no, sword.
no second level spells. Wait.
There's also the option of a short rest and then quest.
Agree.
The Araneus and Krex can get some health back.
Yeah,
I'm willing for a short rest.
yeah, short rest
Yeah.
is definitely.
And Kramkyl can get some health back too. Okay. Let me go into Araneus' sheet.
Or not fight on the way.
Well, during that short rest, depending on how long it was, Andor would go back to the bank, pull out whatever's money is in the bank, and put a payment on the axe.
700 right now. Someone's rebooting right here though.
You're gonna get whatever's out of the bank.
Yeah.
So that's 150. So you now have. You said
260. Wait.
261.
you have 261 gold.
Currently, I have 111 in my person.
So you'd have 261, and you're gonna go put a payment on the axe.
Yeah.
Okay. How much are you paying on it?
Oh yeah.
I would put 150.
Oh, just the 150. Okay. So
Yeah.
you owe 250.
There's a motorcycle here too.
Hey, Jord.
And the particles can have your camera.
Hi, Jordan.
Sure.
You sound like your mic's in your mouth.
I see what you're saying.
I sound like my mic is in my mouth?
Not anymore. You did when you first came on.
Better. Sound better now.
That's strange. But yeah. Hi guys, how y'all doing? Sorry I've been missing for the past while, but excited to play today.
Oh, that was a high roll. Damn. Do you plan to keep playing going forward?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I just
Oh, the way you worded
Yeah,
that was like, I decided to play today. So,
yeah, I just was like trying to be quirky. My bad.
I got it. Okay, just had me a little nervous, that's all. But the group decided to do a short rest. So, I don't know where we were at when you were last here, but stuff's happened.
We can basically roleplay it as like Killian tuned out for a bit, and then Krex was just mostly in charge.
I already gave Krex amnesia.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The party was at Bartimus Reed. He's sort of a mad scientist at his lab, volunteering for some alchemical experiments for some gold. Krex wanted to try one to become stronger, and it backfired, and it messed with his head and gave him amnesia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He only has half a brain to begin with, so it makes sense.
Now, at some point, Killian can remind him what happened if you want. We could, but But yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've been incredibly busy recently. I meant to go back and watch, but life. But yeah,
Yes, life. So go ahead and do a short rest. Get some HP back if you want. You're missing a little bit.
yeah. Short rest.
Short version, the Cult of Blood is acting up, and it looks like they now have a grudge with you since you're not sure why. But that one guy tried to kill you in your sleep, and then another group snuck up on you while you were at Bartimus Reed's lab, and they've been after you since you pretty much since you messed with the whole devil situation.
Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, we can roleplay it as everybody sees like the haze that's been over Krex's eyes for the past few weeks suddenly lifts. You know what I mean? But so what are we up to now? Like, what is the current task at hand?
It's about midday, and they're about to take another quest.
Okay.
So let me bring up the quest board. I said I'm being good DM today, but I didn't have the quest board ready.
Well, you weren't 45 minutes late, so you're not the worst person here.
Quest
Oh, and Meryl's a
board.
werewolf now.
Meryl.
Wear cabot. Wear bunny. Wear hare. Wear cat.
So what happens if you see the full moon when you're in your cabot form?
It's not full moon related.
Oh, dang.
She can
Then
train.
you're not a werewolf, are you?
Does Andor look offended?
Andor just shrugs it off.
Her new form is lycanthropy adjacent. The alchemical formula was derived from lycanthropes.
Okay. So you're a werewolf
I don't like the
pretender.
attacks made against me now. Crit on 18, 19, and 20.
Warned you there'd be side effects.
Oof.
Yeah, there are side effects to the experiments. Yeah. Andor.
Yeah, I see that my strength went down.
Yeah, your dex went up and your strength went down. Yeah. Did you read the feat that I gave you? It sort of explained. I don't think you guys
are
are gonna...
talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Alicia.
I get
No.
Ooh, dragon.
Yeah, you should have 2 new feats, Alicia.
Dragon.
Maybe one.
Fuck that.
Dragon.
I played with one of them and a random gave the other.
So these are the 4 quests that you see on the quest board. There's yeah.
Piercing damage for extra movement.
I still like the mines. I still want to go explore the mines.
Dragon.
But oh no, the fact that the mines say extremely dangerous, you could die, but I'd still rather pick that one over the dragon. Should tell you everything you need to know about how I feel about that.
I know which one I want you to pick, but I'm not gonna sway you all.
Right.
prop it up in price.
Yeah, but that's still, we'd get some we'd get probably more in total from the warehouse. No, probably not. I
The
forget how
farm.
many.
The farm probably would be best.
I just want to make sure. Did the top two quests like render so you could guys see it like precisely?
No, mine's kind of like.
Um,
Zoom in.
mine's
Yeah.
fine.
Mine's fine. I zoomed in. Fine.
Right. The bottom two quests are good, but the top two quests look like fuzzy. I can barely see what they
Wait a minute,
say.
are
I don't
you
even
trying
know
to
if
see them on Discord, Tyler, or are you seeing them on Roll20?
Discord.
Discord is blurry. Roll20 is not.
That's better. Thank you.
Thank you for
you're
thank you
right.
for reminding me to put the map up. Now the
I was
audience
about
can
to
see the
say that.
yeah. Now the audience can
Uh,
see the quests since I didn't read them out loud.
So, if it were my vote, if we were voting, I'd put 2 votes in for the mine since Krex and Killian each count as a vote.
No.
Does it work like that?
Explain to me why it doesn't. I'm just joking. But yeah, I don't know. Extremely dangerous. You could die. That sounds like a challenge to Krex.
What if? Hang on. Hear me out.
Uh-oh.
What if we split the party
Uh-oh.
and take
No.
on 2 quests at the same time?
No.
I vote no.
No.
Hey, Batch, what do you vote? Do you vote we split the party and do 2 completely separate quests at the same time?
Don't give him the option, Jordan. No.
I mean, I can handle it. I just don't know if it'd be fun for you guys.
I know you could handle it, but would you want to handle it is the question.
I'm
just
perfectly fine with that. I just don't know if it would be
It's like-
fun for you guys where I'm with one group for a few minutes and then I go back to the other group for a few minutes and then back and forth,
Right.
back and forth. I don't know if that's fun for you all.
Or especially if one of the quests leads down like a rabbit trail and then I don't know.
Your car for free.
So
Go after the farm.
I think that's 2 votes for the farm.
Or, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, let's go.
I forget your character's name, Tyler, but Tyler, what would your vote be? Is Tyler? Yeah, Tyler's here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Alicia are here. I'm not really wanting to do the dragon one because
Dragon?
I believe in all of you, but I do not feel as if we are powerful enough to actually take on one of those.
Yeah.
What is it? Dragons?
Someone stole your sweet roll.
Here there be dragons.
So, I would honestly opt for the extremely dangerous one or the farm. So,
I opt for the farm.
Or,
All right. Our farm is haunted. The Farmers Guild doesn't believe us. Please come help get rid of whatever is haunting us. We're at the Illaduff Farm in Barncombe. Speak with Anlith. Pay
I
200
bet.
gold. You bet what?
I was gonna say, I bet that this farm has a mystery to solve, gang.
oh god.
should we get the mystery machine?
Oh god.
Good God.
No, we need to get Bolt and Dash in the courageous caravan.
The Courageous Caravan. Oh my gosh. All right then. You didn't choose the one I wanted, but you chose the one you wanted. So.
Didn't
Well-
choose the one I wanted either. So
I have an inkling. I just want to make sure when it says Sabor Forsaken, is Sabor the good one, right?
Yeah, he's the neutral good
Okay.
god of the first son.
Okay. Making sure. Thank you.
Yeah, because she's been dealing, the Elyor Rilka has been dealing with a lot of stuff going on with her wares, and she's tired of nobody answering her posting. So it says she's looking for some Saba Forsaken adventurers. I thought it was funny.
I get it now. I kind of thought that Sabur Forsaken was like an oath or like a cult or something like that. So
Nope, my in-game way of saying godforsaken.
I get it. I get it. If I could get some GD adventurers to come fill out my warehouse.
You guys were just stating though, you weren't married, right?
I'm not married, no.
Right.
Guildmaster, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm happy I caught you before you ran off. Do you all have a moment?
User.
We have all of our life.
Yeah, sure.
So the news coming out of Arkney is quite troubling, and the more we learn, the worse it is.
Oh, that made it sound
Forgive me
like
for a
I
second.
was-
Gotta collect my thoughts.
Probably was.
Let me check
Take
my
your time,
notes.
friend.
Let me check my notes because I actually did take notes on this.
Right, yeah, no one. Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to do it from memory. You see Rek over at the bar as she's talking about Arkney, and the look on his face is very grim. He doesn't say anything, but he's watching. He's looking over there as your conversation.
Yeah.
Huh?
Who?
Rek.
Who'd you say was?
Rek.
Oh, okay.
The bartender. Yeah. He's looking over there as the conversation is going on. As he's tending bar, but he's watching the conversation between your party and Defina.
Yeah.
The more we learn, I said that already, the more we learn, the more troublesome it is. Have you heard exactly what happened?
Ex's name was also Sam.
In Arkney?
Your sister's
Yes,
also
in
Sam,
Arkney.
isn't it? Yeah.
I do not believe so, unfortunately.
Assumed that.
Members of the Cult of Blood killed
Yeah.
6 people,
Oh,
and
you
in
have
doing
to-
so, conjured a
Oh,
demon.
that's so funny. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Oh,
Holy
That's-
shit.
Yikes.
What the fuck?
And from there, they went on a rampage.
Yeah.
Now, the guard is doing their best to track down these cult members to investigate what's going on, but you all have experience with this cult of blood. And I was hoping, this is not a requirement, this is not an order of any form, I have no power over you. But I was hoping maybe at some point you could head to Arkney and try to investigate what happened, maybe help track down these cult members.
We should go now.
yeah, sounds like a good idea.
What's the pay?
Unfortunately, there is no pay for this, but I'm asking as a favor.
She's saying that was so bad.
We should do it.
I know what I know. Araneus is saying, nope, not for no pay.
Right, yeah.
These people have suffered enough from the torment of this demon and this Dartok forsaken cult. We must help them.
Nice job.
Wherever there are evildoers, Killian and Krex will follow to put them to rest.
Your girlfriend's not even there. Like, that's just
Uh,
she was hanging out with some guy.
I really wish Sholly were here. Well, Yeah, I wish Sholly were here because I want to know how Araneus would be handling this right now. He'd go along because he was outvoted, but it'd be interesting to see his reaction to giving up, what was the pay? 200 gold for that farm?
That was 30 each.
Or 30 each, so 180. Close enough.
He'll probably learn like in maybe next week or the week after, and he'll probably be like, "Oh, what the fuck."
All right. Didn't expect y'all to decide to do it. Thankfully, I prepared. I prepared for 5 scenarios. That's how prepared I was today.
Damn, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Couldn't be me.
Like you're playing Choose Your Own Adventure with yourself.
And there's always the possibility that y'all decide to do something entirely different that I don't expect. So,
Hey, what's the party say we go ransack the next town over?
How about no?
Defina says, "Thank you so much. We're very grateful, and we will keep you in mind for any important quests that the guild has."
Did we just like rank up within the guild?
If there were ranks, yes, you would rank up.
He's gonna look at the group and he's like, I think we just all honorarily ranked up.
So does that mean all the quests are going to start paying out more?
No.
I don't think.
No, I don't think that's the way that works.
But if we rank up, we deserve more pay.
If there were rankings.
She hands you a piece of paper and says, "Oh, sorry, had to burp." She hands you a piece of paper. Says, "These are the directions to Arkney."
Who usually? Meryl's in front of them. If you want to grab it, Meryl, or I can.
Yeah, I'll grab it. Yeah.
Okay.
Again, thank you so much for this. Please let us know how it goes.
Of course.
You will hear from us.
I shall raid my enemies and search them for money.
That's not the point of this.
Are you a random word generator now?
No,
That sounded like something
I've
I worked
always
with.
been King Random.
You sound like a robot that's malfunctioning.
You sound like a robot that's malfunctioning.
That's
Oh man.
what is going on?
To be fair, I'm really tired.
I'm confused.
I'm not used to this diabetes thing.
I am confusion.
All
I'm
right.
Josh.
So you head for Arkney?
Yeah.
All right. How far away are we? Not that. Shouldn't be that far. Nah, it's just a few hours. It's in North Weldrake.
Is it long enough that we can get a long rest?
No.
Oh. I tried.
No, just a few hours. Just for reference, Arkney is in North Weldrake, the lower class district, somewhere here-ish.
You said where again? Sorry.
Oh, I said somewhere here-ish.
Okay.
Okay. Scroll wheel on my mouse is weird. Alright.
Are we coming from Marshlock?
You are coming from the west wind, the Market District.
Okay. So I had the right general area.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay, cool.
Alrighty. Come on. There we go. Let's see. So you would come in probably from here. Okay. Go towards the top left. That's where I put you all in.
Top left.
I'm not top left. Come on.
I am bottom right on a good day.
Same here.
Oh, gosh. I'm guessing
We'll
not.
eventually find out what that fucking thingy is on the map, right?
No,
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
top
you'll
left.
find
I'm
out.
bottom left.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure.
Bottom left.
I'm stupid and I know it.
Yep, same here. Same here.
All right. So you make your way into the city. This building right here, most of it is burnt down. Same goes for this building over here, and you can see it as you come into the town.
What was the second building? Sorry.
This building right here and this building right here are mostly burnt down. As you come into the city.
Well, that's not good.
Oh, yeah, no, that's bad.
Not a good sign.
The black lines that you see are scorch.
Yeah.
They're scorch marks on the ground.
Oh.
That's fucked.
Guys, Krex found something.
There are people walking around. They kind of have their heads down. Some of them look like they're moving rubble out of the burnt building. Some of them look like they're looking through the rubble. Everybody looks somber. And if Sholly were here, he would be happy to know that this city is home to many different kinds of people. All different kinds of species. But this one's primarily humans.
Okay.
So what do you do as you walk through the town?
If there's like anything that I can immediately help with, if there's like lifting, like helping people get out of like rubble or anything that I can see, I'll try to aid when I can.
Well, no, it's been a few days. There's nobody currently stuck under rubble. They're moving it to clear it out so they can clean. It's like the cleanup job at this point.
Okay. I would like to help clean up and see if I can find out anything like more from the cleanup job.
Okay. Andor, I don't even think you need to roll perception. I think your passive is 19 or 20. The scorch marks were definitely made by fire. No, I'm just fucking with you. Um,
Oh,
there's sort of an indent of about 5 inches where the scorch mark is. So it kind of looks like the flames came up from under the ground instead of just going across the surface.
Well, that's why I was trying to figure out, like,
Yeah,
how they originated.
yeah. It looks like
if I could smell anything off about the ground.
it smells sort of sulfurous, along with the smell of burnt wood and burnt stone and all that. It smells sort of sulfurous.
Well, along with our knowledge of supernatural and whenever a demon's around, I'm gonna suspect that this is a demon that did this.
Well, they already told you they summoned a demon.
I was gonna say they.
Yeah.
Yeah, they summoned.
I agree. I most definitely agree, Andor.
Yeah, yeah.
Andor's going to check over here in the center.
Yep. So,
Please tell me it didn't walk into a trap.
no. I'm gonna go back to Tyler. Leokron, you were helping with clear some of the rubble away. You walked up to. I'm guessing you just walked up to the nearest person.
Literally.
Okay, so it's a young woman, human. She's working to help with the other people clearing away the debris. You can see she's kind of sniffling, trying not to cry, and she just stops for a second and looks at you, says, "Thank you," and then goes back to what she's doing.
I'll try to help whatever I can.
All right, Andor, over at the circle, you can see the ground within the circle, within that scorched circle. There's an X going through because of the other lines. Those lines go into the buildings. But the ground within the circle, it looks like the whole ground there was just like broken up from underneath, like something came from underneath the ground. You're muted if you're talking, Josh.
I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay. Did you hear what I told you?
No, sorry. I was trying to quiet the noise.
That's okay. The circle, there's the line, the scorch lines going through it, and then the ground within the circle looks like something came up from underneath it.
I'm going to take the blunt end of my axe and start like poking at the ground within the circle.
The pieces of stone just kind of move around.
And still just smell sulfur.
You trying to see how deep it is?
Yeah.
It's about a foot deep.
Alright, so kind of like a crater.
Yeah.
Alright.
What's everybody else doing?
I just. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I was just doing is what Tyler was doing, and I'm helping clear any rubble. If any of the onlookers are willing to talk to Killian, he may have questions of what happened here. Just general get people's stories, see if anybody knows anything about the cult that we're supposed to be. Aren't we tracking them down?
Trying to, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Krex doing the heavy muscle lifting, Killian trying to get information if possible.
People are a bit weary to talk to a ghost.
I imagine so.
Kramkyl's gonna try and search for anybody that's willing to talk if they experienced it in person and just get more details.
All right, so the first few people you come across, they don't really want to talk, but you come across an older male human that says, "You want to know what happened here?"
Yeah, we're here to try and hunt down these things that did this.
Sorry. Well, the things that did this were just people.
Just they looked like regular people.
Yeah, they showed up with the people that had gone missing. They took them to just what seemed like random spots, slit their throats, and they just watched them bleed.
My God,
They got in here so fast, we didn't have time to react.
that's extremely traumatizing, and I apologize that all of you had to witness that.
And when the last one of them took Mr. Edelbrock and slit his throat,
Claire?
Why? That sound. Who's? That name sounds so familiar.
Edelbrock was the guy from the first quest.
The guy. Yeah.
The guy that the
chain
chain devil
Chain devil,
took.
sorry.
So Kramkyl's face is just gonna kind of like, I don't know, just kind of zone out while he's trying to talk to this guy, and just like once I snap back into it, I'm just gonna be like, "Thank you for this information," and I'm just gonna like rush back over to the party and just be like, guys, I have information.
Anybody
I come
interested in the
over.
information?
Yeah, I was gonna say I stop what I'm doing and I tell them I'll be right back. Well, whoever I'm helping, I'll be right back, and then I go over to Kramkyl.
Araneus is just pouting because they're not getting any money out of
That's the
this.
dude's name?
Edelbrock, yeah.
Hey, Edelbrock?
I was just talking with one of the people in town, and he was saying how they brought people around the missing people and slit their throats in certain spots. But the guy from our first quest, Mr. Edelbrock, they slit his throat too.
Wait, how is he here but he got taken by the chain devil? But
It must have been a hostage kind of situation.
Yeah.
so confusing.
He had to pay his debt somehow. Maybe that's why.
That's a very gruesome way to pay your debt.
So his debt's paid apparently then he's back? How does that work?
What was the question again? I'm sorry. I tried to process the noise, but I couldn't.
So he came back?
Apparently, I mean,
It's possible they could have never killed them until now.
I mean, came back from where the chain devil took him.
yes, I'm assuming they spawned. I don't know how they got them back in here, but they just apparently slit their throats at select places around town.
This is so confusing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I kind of feel like Araneus would just be climbing on walls and to see like what
Yeah,
from above.
probably.
So I'm just gonna like throw a ball out there. Hopefully it catches.
You're gonna what?
I'm throwing an idea out there. I think that's what he might do.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, no, hold on. That building's burnt down. There we go.
He's got spider legs. It's fine.
Oh, we lost Jord.
Jord, come back. Come back home, Jord.
So Andor was alive again, but he's dead again.
Now, to be clear, you did not see the Chain Devil kill him. You saw him wrap the chain around him and pull him through the portal.
Maybe they turned him into a demon.
That was the last time you saw him, and then that person just said he showed up here and had his throat slit.
Yeah.
But what happened after that? Why put a display on for the whole town?
They raised a demon in the town. That's what Defina said. They raised a demon.
So was he a sacrifice, or did he become the demon? Is his body around?
Okay, go ask somebody.
Alright, Andor goes to this building over here and asks, and just starts knocking. Like,
well, that building's also burned down.
I'm gonna go over here.
And now that you're over here, I can tell you these small buildings right here too. Hey, Jordan. Now that you're over here, I can tell you these small buildings right here are also burned down.
Yeah, sorry, my internet pooped out on me for a
I
minute.
guess I'll
all
check
good.
this house first. Start knocking crazily.
I mean, there are people walking around. You don't have to go knocking on doors.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna ask the nearest person I've run into what happened to Elderbrock's body.
They look a bit off-put that you just kind of demanded a question of them. Demanded a question, that doesn't make sense. But demanded information from them.
I apologize for my frankness. It's in the name of the guild.
Think his body was returned to his home.
I think we should go see his body.
But no, I'm not even near that. So I'm looking here.
Well, I mean, you could have. Do you just want to say you went with him? Because you wanted to know the same information, so you can just say you went with him.
Yeah.
So what were you going to say?
But Elf-Orc was taken by a chain team devil. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, he was here, getting killed right along with the others.
So confusing.
So if like this one part of rubble that is all set to be helped with, I'm going to stop like moving the rubble around. I want to like go in the center of it. And then I would like to just kind of look at the lines and see where the points kind of lay. So, do you want me to roll a perception or an investigation to kind of not metagame from the map right here? Or is it fine?
So, what are you trying to do?
So, if my knowledge is correct, these 4 buildings that each have a point on it are burnt down.
Yeah.
So, if I look at the other buildings around, they're not touched, right? For the most part?
Right.
So, I'm going to go to the 2... I want to go to the right point in the middle of the street. And I just kind of want to see if maybe someone was killed here.
Oh, yeah, there's a big blood stain on the ground.
Okay, so I'm going to, from this position, I'm going to go to like the bottom left point and like follow the line. Does it lead into like the building? Clearly.
It does lead into the building, but there's you can make it enough in there to see there's blood stain on the ground there.
I mean, I would assume if I can't see it because it's absolutely burned, but just making sure.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, the whole it mostly burned down. The whole building's not burnt down, so yeah, you can get in there enough to see that there's some blood on the ground there.
Okay, so essentially what I'm going to be doing is following these lines and making sure that there's someone killed at every point, literally.
So the smaller buildings, they haven't been cleared away yet, so you can't get into them. But you can get into the other bigger building to see some blood on the ground there. And the other point out in the open, there's a big blood stain on the ground there too.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go over to Kramkyl, and I'm gonna say, I think there was a person killed in each point of this symbol.
Yeah, the local was saying that they took the people in at each specific point. That's where they were slit their throat.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
So these were definitely sacrifices for some magic ritual that summons a demon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could safely say that.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
I have nothing like this in my life.
Sorry, I took my finger off of the button. Can you just repeat
you're
that?
good. I was just saying, like, I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Yeah, no, this is extremely new for me as well.
Yeah.
And
Very
then,
graphic.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go over to Andor and Meryl. And if I see Krex, I'll tell him as well. But...
So, any more questions you want to try and ask the people there?
I was actually gonna see if I can ask people around, who were the possibly the other people if they saw them. I think I'll just go to like wherever the opposite area that Andor's looking around.
Do you wanna ask somebody that?
Yeah, if there's like someone around where my token is, kind of. I know this house is partially burnt down, but
You mean the people besides Mr. Adelbrecht?
Correct. Did you see anybody else?
The ones I saw were just locals. I knew a couple of them.
May I ask their identities?
You really want me to come up with 5 names on the spot?
If this is DM bullshit, like if names don't matter, then okay. But I just want to make sure I'm not missing any details. That's all, really.
She rattles off 5 names.
Okay. Again, you can do DM bullshit.
One of them was the town baker. The other worked at the town hall. Those are the 2 that she knew.
Okay. You know if they were getting into any weird stuff?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Do you need help with anything?
You mean besides rebuilding my home?
You want a platinum?
I mean, that would help.
He takes a platinum out of his pocket and like opens her hand and then puts it in it and then closes it gently.
That is incredibly generous of you.
I know we weren't here to help, but I know I wish I could have been.
Yeah, you didn't take that quest, did you?
No, and I really kind of fucking wanted to, but it's okay.
I'm just teasing you.
No, you're good. You're good. I like how this stuff happens. In my opinion, it should happen like this because there's cause and effect for everything.
Yeah. And there's consequences
Yes.
for not taking quests.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to
Or
thank
taking one
the
quest
woman.
over another.
I'm going to thank the woman and say, I appreciate the information that you gave me, and I hope the platinum helps.
Would it help to know that I overheard some of the killers talking?
His eyes widen, and he gives like a small grin that shows his small tusks. Most definitely.
Just to know I'm only doing this because you gave her the platinum.
Oh yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
So, good move there.
Thank you.
While they were running around and just killing people, heard a couple of them say their next target was the market, Westwind.
Westwind Market. Westwind. Did they say when?
They did not.
Is there anything else kind of like that you overheard or saw?
That was all.
Like important?
That was it.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. I gotta get back. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
It's okay. Thank you.
And he runs off. Guys! We need to go to the market!
Okay. Calm down, Mr.
I relay the information.
Is there a problem at the market, my friend?
They're going to attack there next. I don't know when. That's what the woman overheard. Their next target is the Westwind Market.
Well, then we should make it to the Westwind Market post-haste.
Indeed.
I whistle, and I want Bolt and Dash to whip into the fucking city.
I'm happy you're remembering the horses because I keep forgetting them.
I'm friends with them. How could I not?
Everybody in agreement? You're going back to the market?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Arena.
Gonna be honest, thought you were gonna be fighting a dragon today.
Well, it's scary. I'm level 2.
No, you're level 3.
You're level 3. You should be level 3.
I have not.
Oh, I
have
thought
not leveled up.
I thought I leveled it up for you. Oh no, because
Yeah.
you have to pick your subclass.
Right. Well, you know the subclass I'm going
Oh
for.
yeah, I do, don't I?
Echo Knight.
Yeah, now go ahead and level up. Sorry about that.
It's okay. But still, I'm level 3. I'm not confident in my dragon fighting abilities quite yet.
There's some low CR dragons.
Sure, but that's not what you... Just like there are some smaller wolves. But if you hear wolves, best not to assume that they're the smaller kind.
I'm confused. Are we leveling up to level 4?
No, I
No,
had to
no.
level up to level 3, which honestly I shouldn't get to level up since I missed the sessions, but
I heard the DM say level up, and my brain went, okay, now let's go forward.
Alright, we're heading back to the market, which I don't believe my map is to scale. My map is definitely not to scale. But whatever, we can use it for now.
I was gonna say, worst comes worst, we can always just use a white screen or a whiteboard, literally.
I mean,
There it is.
It's close.
There it is.
Shut up. I only have myself to blame, but
Yes, you do.
I mean, it's
There it is.
close to scale. It's close. It's usable for our purposes.
Can you say that one more time?
I said it's close to scale. It's usable for our purposes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I made it a huge map, so we could use it if necessary. So drag everybody here.
Sorry if I'm not talking as much. I had my first shot today, and
Yeah, those are some
very
big buildings. Those are some really big buildings.
it's not to scale.
I know, I was joking.
I've seen bigger.
I'm out of it. I apologize.
You're good.
I had my first shot of more Manjaro. It's that diabetes medication that's new. But one of the side effects were definitely fatigue.
Mm.
And to feel out of it. So the next day or so, I'm going to feel out of it. That's why
Not a huge building. Oh, sorry.
My
Go
coworker's
ahead.
on a similar shot, but he told me, he's like, take it on a day where you don't have a lot going on. And I thought that would be tonight. I thought that would be fine. I did not expect a reaction this fast.
You're fine, man.
But yeah, the buildings aren't that huge. They're only 40 feet across. So it's approximately to scale.
Yeah, like I said, it's close. Good enough.
Right.
I mean, that one's a bookstore, so that one's going to be pretty big. Library's decent size. Magic shop, yeah.
Everything's big to Meryl anyway, so.
Alright. So, on your way, did you tell anybody? If so, who?
Tell who what.
Krex would put it in someone's ear that we may want to alert the city guard.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. My intention was to immediately find a guard and just tell them. But I do definitely agree. I just didn't say it. Sorry. I agree.
Okay. So the guard will be on high alert, which means their presence will be very, very, very heavy. If you're zoomed out on the map, you'll see how many guards I'm putting around.
Yeah, that's a lot of cards.
I like that.
That's a lot of cards, yeah. Yeah, lots of cards.
All right,
That
so
was quick. That was a quick response.
I would at this moment, I know it may seem a little odd. The casting time is 10 minutes because I have to use it as a ritual, but I would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Essentially, I'm trying to see if there's any birds, any like squirrels, maybe rats or mice or anything like that I can try to converse with and see if like they have seen anybody fishy or anything like that. Essentially,
Give me a perception.
okay.
Yeah, you find a squirrel running around.
Fuck yeah! I'm going to take like a piece of ration out or some shit, like a little piece of food, and I'm gonna be like, hey buddy, can I ask you a question? As I'm sticking out the food.
It comes over and takes the food from you.
I haven't tried this before with like a squirrel. I'm not trying to speciest you, but I've only tried talking to a horse. Can you understand me?
Yes.
Yes! Okay, awesome. So, essentially, we are here looking out for people who are trying to essentially kill people and summon a demon. We are trying not to have that happen and hurt your ecosystem. I don't want that happening. So, have you seen any weird people around? Maybe just I don't know how to explain it. They're kind of. Have you seen any weird people around that might stick out like that?
It looks one by one to each of your party members. Zombie,
We stick out.
yeah.
We kind of stick out.
Zombie,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh my god, I did not even get that. Okay, start besides us.
No. No. Lots of people look weird, but no weird people among the weird people.
Have you smelt sulfur?
No.
Okay. Do you have any other friends around?
Yes.
Would they possibly know more or no?
I have no idea.
Do you mind leading me to your nearest friend? Like essentially,
Sure.
like you don't have to talk to you don't have to like act out each time. I'm essentially just gonna keep going around until I can find something substantial.
The animals they don't have any of the information you're looking for.
Okay. I'm going to when I ask each of them, I'm gonna take a little chunk of my ration off. So I'll probably go through a day's ration feeding these dudes.
Okay.
And I'm going to go back to the group. Well, the squirrels of this area don't know anything.
The squirrels.
Yeah.
The squirrels.
I mean, Meryl, you are a cabin.
You got a point.
he's going to laugh, and he's like, I don't mean that in a mean way, but you are a little more weirder than a squirrel, but you're awesome. You do a damn good job. Thank you.
No, the squirrels don't know anything.
So I'm curious, how long do you wait for this attack?
I'd say we'd be pretty prudent to just stick it out for the rest of the day, right? Just
Yeah.
take up guard here. We can take shifts if somebody needs to run to use a restroom, or someone can go get food and drinks for the rest of us while we're just guarding the market. Because I know it's not populated on the map, but is it pretty heavily populated today? Like,
Yeah, it usually is, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we keep on guard for the rest of the day, I would assume, and if nothing happens, perhaps we could leave it to the city guard, and perhaps they'd have a way of, calling to arms that we could get here quickly.
Josh, you're inside a statue.
Excuse me.
There you go. Look, I know you like to think Andor is close to Seraph, but that's really close. He gets farther away. Yes, one of those statues is of the King of Blankothra.
I love that. I'm going to essentially be in the bottom left. I'm just gonna be like, I don't know. I'm just gonna be in an area that like we're not in, just so we have some presence, essentially.
Do you mean the bottom right? Nope.
I just didn't move yet.
Bottom left. Okay. Alright, so you help keep watch over the market square for the rest of the day. No attack happens.
Any chance she was lying to us?
She was affected by it. I didn't kind of try to see if she was lying because I gave her the benefit of the doubt.
They just... Wow. So you just went to the first person that said anything. Said, okay, that's what we're doing. Is that the
I paid them a platinum, and they were literally saying that the only thing I could help with is rebuilding their house. So I gave them money, and they gave me information.
You gave them money.
Yeah.
Meryl just shakes her head.
Their house burnt down!
It wasn't for you giving them money, it was for them you immediately trusting them when a demon was just summoned. You know what demons do, right?
You know what, like innocent women that are traumatized by a demon and people murdering their town, saying that we're going to help them. I think we just have different perceptions.
Inter-party conflict.
You know what demons do, though, right?
I mean, we technically... Well, I mean, I don't even know if he was a demon.
They trick people?
Well, yeah.
They're really good at it.
Well, I mean, isn't that kind of how we got here? Because there's that dude that tricked Maria's assistant or some crap like that.
Yeah. I think we should go back to the town that we were just in. And
I mean, you guys can go, but I'm gonna stay here.
I mean, it's nighttime.
I don't think
Cra-
we've given it enough time. I mean, I don't think demons are on a schedule.
demons don't keep schedules. No, they.
I do believe that it would be rather it wouldn't make much sense for them to attack a market square at night, being that it's being that I bet I'm basically trying to say the best time to attack would be at daytime when it's heavily populated and they could cause as much chaos and
chaos as possible.
commotion. Yeah. Possibly maybe the heavy presence of the guards deterred the attack for today at least, though I doubt the city would be willing to expend this much of the guard every single day just on the off chance that someone may attack.
True. I still think she might have been a demon. But that's just me. Trying to lure us away from the actual face they're attacking.
I mean, it is definitely a possibility, but I don't think she was lying.
I mean, if we
Can
were...
I have a sorry, I don't mean to cut
No,
you
you're fine.
off. I have a question. Can I go back in my memories in my mind and self-evaluate again to see if she was lying? Like from body language and how she said it?
Give me insight with disadvantage.
Okay. Fuck! Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your drum.
Would encode thoughts work on that?
Do you have a way of reading the thought once it's encoded?
Not at the moment, no.
So useless.
No.
Okay.
So it's useless. For now.
For now.
From what I know, she was telling the truth. From what I remember.
Now, if we were to get a long rest...
Well, I mean, it's nighttime. You can go ahead and do your long rest if you want. You just have to find a place to sleep. You see if there's a room available at the guild or go in the inn.
See, let's go to the inn and hunker down for the night.
I know this may sound a little fucked. I'm gonna go inside, like, hold on. In between the statues. And I'm just going to, like, is this, let me rephrase. Is this an area that, like, someone could walk in between?
There's enough space to walk in between the statues, yeah.
I'm gonna go in the middle of the statues, and I'm gonna plop my butt down and just start meditating, because I'm still aware of my surroundings, and I only need to meditate for 4 hours. Before I do this, I do let them know I'm doing it. So I'm gonna be here, and I'm going.
You're doing that for a few minutes, and one of the guards comes up to you and says, "Excuse me."
Hello, sorry. I'm just kind of staying here to be on guard for the people that might attack. I'm just simply meditating, waiting.
Oh, I thought you were trying to sleep.
No, not sleep. I'm fully aware. I heard that you were walking up.
Oh, and you're gonna help keep watch overnight?
Yes, I do have.
Ah.
I have dark vision. I am of orc elf. and I would
Eh,
certainly like to help.
thought you looked a little mixed blood.
You are correct. Your assumptions are right.
That's racist. All mixed bloods look the same. Is that what you're saying?
He's being racist. He's absolutely being racist.
And literally, Leokron just completely deflected it in his head.
That was rather racist.
So, do you wanna? How you doing? Is it all good if I stay here?
Just don't mess with the statues.
Oh no, I wasn't going to. I'm just literally going to sit here and wait.
All right.
Thank you.
You can see ears poking out of the helmet. He's definitely an elf.
Oh, that fuck! That's why. He's just salty I have this special sword that's from elves.
Sorry, getting distracted by Discord. So what are Andor and Meryl doing over there?
I'm just sitting beside the statue.
Okay, I'm assuming for if you are doing the long rest, Araneus is gonna go inside his ring and do his 4 hours. So just put him with Meryl. Meryl, what are you gonna do for the night?
Probably gonna go to the inn.
That is my one problem with us switching from
Light a campfire and wait.
You would know, as someone who lives in Woodhurst, campfires are not allowed in the market square.
Andor takes out his bedroll and just
Sleeping is not allowed in the market. Sleeping is not allowed in the market square. That's why the guard was coming. That's why the guard was coming up to Leokron.
Wow.
I don't know what to say then.
Either go see if there's a room available in the guild or go to the inn.
But I think we need to wait here in case anything happens. Your lives and ours, as in everyone here in the market, depend on it.
Oh, you're talking as if there's a guard up there with you. Okay. So you tried to lay down on your bedroll and a guard told you. Yeah. I'm just going to say that was all in character as the guard. You, as someone who lives here, would know. Because, yeah.
While I do know that, I also know that we were put on a task and we were warned that this area was going to be attacked. So would you rather bend the rules so we can be in preparation, or would you send us on our way and leave you to fend for yourself?
I really can't hear like anything outside of you guys in the game.
Game persuasion roll.
I tried to figure out. I was trying to figure out how to do push to talk because honestly, sometimes I hate that. I have
The
to
guard is well equipped
but I also
to deal with anything that comes its way. But if we need your help, we will come find you at the inn or the guild.
that's what Josh was saying. But
Trying to remember what part of the army Andor was in.
The army.
oh, I guess that's true. Unless
I have returned.
I assure you,
That's true.
unless you can take on the strength of a demon, This is beyond the reach of the royal.
The Royal Guard can
Hello?
handle a demon. We can hear you.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said the Royal Guard can handle a demon.
Yeah, it was weird. Josh cut out, and then half of your sentence was cut out.
Mm. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. We
Okay.
can hear you fine. It was just weird. It's weird for a minute.
So, Josh, what are you going to do?
I'll pack up my bedroll, but I'm not going anywhere.
So you're not going to take a long rest?
Yes, but then there's the.
I don't think we should have to go to the guild when we're waiting for an attack here. Unless you could persuade me otherwise, I'm staying put.
But the question is, are you taking a long rest? Because that determines what the guard does. If you just decide to lay down and go to sleep, or if you skip the long rest. You can skip the long rest if you want to skip the long rest.
I'm good right now, so I'll skip my long rest.
Alrighty.
I was just trying to get comfortable, but apparently that's frowned upon in this establishment.
I mean, you can go to the inn and still get it, but I understand if you want to stay watch.
Andor, I'm going to the inn if you want to follow along. Meryl is too.
Yeah, I'm going to the inn.
What inn?
Krex was gonna stay behind with whoever was meditating, because Krex as well does not need to
I
sleep.
do not need to take a long rest. I am more than happy to stand here and watch. Because I don't trust
Okay.
that these royal guardsmen are competent enough to deal with a demon.
Ooh.
Why are some pickaxes?
You're lucky I don't put you in spirit shackles for saying that. And I'm not sure how many of you would be familiar with what spirit shackles are. Andor definitely knows. They're exactly.
Leokron is, if he hears it, he will be confused.
Krex might know if his memory kicks in. Killian would know.
Here, well, actually, I'm gonna. Can I do an intelligence check just to see?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And then I'll add the D6 to that from the knowledge of a past life. Then maybe Krex will know, or Killian will know. 18?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for Krex and Andor, Josh, you were not around when I used the spirit shackles, so I'll have to tell both of you. Spirit.
Yeah, I don't know what spirit shackles are.
Spirit shackles are essentially like force handcuffs that are tethered to your spirit. So there's really no way of getting out of them without dispel magic. Once you're in them.
So it's basically handcuffs that you cannot take off without magic. Gotcha.
Exactly, yeah.
That are bound to your very soul.
Yep.
If they put it on Krex, would Killian just have the shackles on?
No, because remember we determined that
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Krex got a new soul. That's right. Krex and Killian share a lot, but they technically don't share a soul anymore.
Killian would just laugh, and then he gets it. Fuck.
I do like the idea that their souls are linked in such a way that if Krex gets a pair of spirit shackles put on, Killian is spirit shackled. So it affects both of them at the same time. I like that idea.
I'm trying to see if there's any penalty for skipping a long rest, but it doesn't look like there is.
Wasn't it just a level of exhaustion? I thought for sure it was.
I think it was in older editions, but I'm looking right at the rules. There's no penalty. Okay.
Just you don't get the benefits.
Right, yeah. So Josh is skipping a long rest. And how much is it to spend the night at the inn? Rules, expenses. Expenses, food, drink, and lodging, inn, stay per day. This is definitely a modest inn, so it's going to be 5 silver pieces to stay at the inn.
What color crystal are you dropping, Morgan?
Apparently, there are rules in Xanathar's guide for skipping long rests and not sleeping, but it's after 24 hours of being awake that. So it wouldn't kick in now, but if you were to skip another long rest.
Well, he's been awake for about 24 hours. I'm not worried.
Okay.
I'm not worried about the Xanathar's rules just now. I might check them out
Okay.
later, but for now, I'm just gonna go with no.
I'm just amazed that that's not something they would have put, in the PHB.
Yeah.
That sounds like, I don't know.
You also think about it.
Oversight.
He's a trained soldier, so he's probably used to going without sleep.
Right.
But yeah, so Kramkyl, Meryl, and that's it. Take 5 silver pieces out of your inventory.
Done.
All right. It is now. I believe. Cats are feisty tonight.
Is it party time?
Is it party time? It is. Why do I not have these marked out? Oh, I do. It is Randay, New Life the 9th. The morning of. Nothing happened overnight. No attack.
Well, now I feel stupid.
I mean, this is what Krex normally did, just hanging out somewhere while the night passes, so Killian is appearing to float like he's laying on a bed that's not there.
Can't druids change spells during long rest?
Yeah, you're prepared. Excuse me, prepared caster.
So I may take a long rest then?
Yeah, everyone except Josh.
Yeah, boy.
Okay,
So that's why I wanted to use that knowledge from a past life, because I knew I was getting a long rest soon anyway. So I was like, may as well.
Right. So, what do you want to do?
We could return to the Guildmaster. I do think we should talk to the guards. Probably, at least, they might be a little wary of us considering we cried wolf already once, but just be like, hey, we know we're not sure the reliability of the information, but would you guys just stay here for one more day while we run back and let our guildmaster know what we've... unless there's anything else that you guys think we should investigate. I mean, we didn't get any leads on. Well, I guess we could ask the city guard what they know about the cult. They know where we could go to track them down.
I have a purple heavy tonight for you.
Do you want to do that? You want to ask one of the guard?
Krex nor Killian wishes to do that, but somebody who may be a bit less off-putting at face value.
I'll go up to a guard that's not an elf or orc, I guess.
Well, just try to make sure it's not that same one, if possible.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They're on both of us. Yep, I'm fucked up.
I'll ask and say, does any of you or your fellow okay, sorry. Do I know what race this guard is?
You know it's not an elf.
All right, that's all I really care of. Do you know anything about the cult or anything like that?
The guard knows very little. We know where they've attacked. And we know they keep saying he will rise, he will rule, and then they kill themselves.
Okay.
Now that someone else has initiated the conversation, Killian will. When they kill themselves, does it appear to be in any?
By the way.
Killian always forgets that he's off-putting. He's not like Krex. He's not used to that. But
that's why he cuts you off and he says, "Continue, please."
But do they appear to kill themselves in any sacrificial way? Do they appear to set themselves up in any certain alignment, or do they? I don't know if you wish to engage in the gory details, but do they gut themselves? Do they slash their throats? How do they go about it?
The one we had in a prison cell stole a dagger off a guard and cut his throat. They said there were adventurers there. I believe that was you all, judging by the eclectic makeup of your group.
Correct.
And did you tell them what happened with the one that you had, how he bashed his head against the ground? Did you tell them that?
Yeah, eventually, yeah. No, we did. Yeah, we explained all that to the guard over in the other town. So if word spread that fast, then yeah.
And I think you also were present with the other one who smashed his head against the ground.
You are correct. Yes, that person was tailing us, and we followed them, and he didn't want to answer questions, so he killed himself.
And I must have missed that.
Can I ritual cast augury?
Can you ritual cast augury?
Yeah.
Do you have the material components? Because I believe that requires material components.
No, I don't. I'm going to buy them. Yeah. Meryl's going to wander off and go to the shops. Probably either Mary the Mystic or Kimlin's Alchemy.
I have a question. You guys spoke about a cultist who killed himself by bashing their head against the ground. I don't believe I was here for that session.
You were not.
So now I'm asking the party. Was it like, did he seem compelled to do it, or did he just, that was the last resort? That was the only way he could do it, so he did it. Like, was it like something took him over and he just started bashing his face against the ground, or?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Batch, but if Leokron says, if I remember correctly, he wasn't possessed by anything. He just impulsively just did it, and he said, "What did he say? He will rise, or some along the lines of that, right?"
Probably said he will
Right.
rise and he will rule, for we are the cult of blood.
Okay, yeah. And then I knocked the dagger out of his hand so he wouldn't do it, but then he did that because he was really weak.
Yeah, it was definitely the last resort one.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
seriously, yeah.
Okay. So this definitely curiouser and curiouser. I don't know. My first thought is obviously something's taking over innocents and making them do these horrible things, but perhaps there is just some deeper level cult happenings that we're unawares of at this moment.
Okay, now can I ritual cast augury as I go back to the group?
That means it would take 11 minutes. First, find out what the group's going to do for the next 11 minutes, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Meryl, I will join you in ritual magic.
She takes out some bones and
Krex is gonna try to smile at the passersby to try to lower their guard. Oh,
Smile check.
check.
did you forget about that?
I
love it.
did. That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
It's a
Love it.
dex-based skill, and I'm half advantage. It's not charisma because no matter how charismatic Krex is,
Yeah.
he will never be able to convince anybody. But the smile is to lower their guard, to be like, oh, okay, he's friendly at least. I still don't want to talk to him, but he's not going to bite me. And that one, Krex would just, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Excuse me, Krex burp.
Okay, so augury is about a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. So you all haven't made a plan for the next 30 minutes yet.
No, that's what I'm waiting on.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, at the moment we talked to the townsfolk, we examined the scene, we gathered a little information, and there have been no sightings of the cult since yesterday, since the last attack. I'm asking the guard.
Oh, I forgot you were talking to a guard. No, there haven't. Not since Onrix. No.
All right. Well, is everybody on board with heading back to the Guildmaster then?
Yeah.
So,
Maybe hold off on augury until you have an actual plan.
well, going back to the Guildmaster is a plan.
All of you can go to the guild, but I don't know. I have a bad feeling if I leave them. I don't know if I can allow myself to let it happen if it does.
I'm kind of with him. I'm kind of with Leokron on that.
I will willingly stay here with the guard while you guys go to the guild if that is what you guys want to do. I do not take any offense.
So what are you going to the guild for? Just to update the guildmaster, or are you going for another quest? That was not a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I was answering, but I was muted. I think we go back to the guildmaster, inform him what information we've gathered, see if he's gathered any information since we've been, and basically be like, that's the best our services can render for now, and update us when and if you need further assistance.
Okay. And it's her, not him.
Oh, her, sorry.
Yeah,
Apologies.
Okay, so who's going back?
I think everybody but Leokron and Meryl, right?
Yeah, I'll be going back to the guild.
And Andor's gonna wait here.
What would Araneus do?
What are we going to do?
You might say that there's no gold here, so.
But at the same time, he'd probably stick with Meryl because she kind of keeps this ring whenever.
Right.
Well, I mean, he'd have it back now since he's out of there.
Yeah, true. True.
I'll keep him with Meryl. No. He would. Send him to the guild. Do that.
Yeah, he'd probably go to the guild because money.
Split up the party.
Split up the party.
But both locations that we're going are heavily guarded, so I see it as like a safe split, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, how about I'll agree for splitting up the party if anything bad or good comes of it.
I don't want to metagame, but if you... No, I'm not gonna... Go ahead. I'm not gonna say anything. Go on.
Well, it's ritual casting, so it doesn't even use a spell slot, so I mean... Pretty much a free use.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
I mean, you did spend 25 gold. But...
Yeah, but now I can cast it at any time.
Oh, it doesn't consume the... Oh.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it's just...
So
it's
you're
like
not...
25
You're not...
KP.
So you're just wasting 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, just wasting 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, then shut up, Brian. Okay. Excuse me. Shut up, Batch. I'm Batch online.
Yeah, it's not wasting
That's why I like to correct myself.
Doxed.
Doxed.
Batch just doxed himself, y'all. Now you know his first name.
Actually,
the first time it's ever been said.
If you paid attention, you know my last name, too.
Yeah. If you paid real close attention, you could tell where I live, the city and state. Good luck figuring that out, y'all.
All right. Oh, okay. So, okay. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. Imagine if you're casting this because you want to know if your lunch is going to taste good, and some otherworldly entity is just like, really? I have to tell this person their lunch is going to suck.
Wow. Yeah.
Doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that may change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. 2 more times before completing your next long rest, there's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading. Oh, okay. This is the first
Yeah.
one. This
Yeah,
is the
this is
first
the
one.
first one.
Okay. So the reading you get is
All of them are adorable.
you get no result.
Okay, so nothing's gonna happen if we split up. So yeah,
Oh wait, he's not loaded in yet.
not good or bad. So man, nothing will happen. So it's probably not worth going to the guild and splitting up.
All aboard. I see you there.
What? Could you ask them if we stayed here?
Yeah, nothing's gonna happen in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, true. In the next 30 minutes.
So I mean, I do like the idea of keeping at least some of the guard at the town square in case something pops off. Then you guys could let the guardsmen, the city guard, know, and then they could call for us, and we could be back here lickety split.
Yeah.
While Meryl was casting that spell, I was also joining in ritual magic so I can cast Speak with Animals again.
Oh my gosh.
I'm now looking for a different animal that is not a squirrel.
Well, hold on.
Are there birds?
Hold on. Everyone else is going back to the guild, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, Krex and Alicia's character,
Kramkyl.
I can
Kramkyl.
Kramkyl. That's it.
Andor.
I was thinking Killian.
Andor, are you going to the guild or are you staying?
I want to stay because I have this weird feeling that something's going to happen between now and then.
Okay. Araneus is going to go. All right. So you head to the guild. Takes a couple minutes because it's right down the road. You go in and you go to the guild master to update her. You let her know the information you've gleaned. She tells you that the guard has already updated her on some of that information, and she thanks you for it. Is there anything else you want to say to her other than just updating her on what you know?
I mean, other than to keep doing what she's doing and keeping the city safe. We'll be taking the mission at the haunted farm. I'm sure you've seen it posted. Well, maybe you've seen it. I don't know how often you peruse the job board, but that's where we will be. And I already forgot all the specifics of the quest. It's a haunted farm. That's all you need to know.
in Barncombe, the Illidove farm.
Yeah, the Illidove farm in Barnco. If you can, if you need us, that's where you should send it for us.
Okay then. Thank you again. And hopefully the market square will be safe.
That's the plan. All right, so I'll collect the rest of the party off to the haunted farm.
Well, you grab the quest posting before you go back to the square to get them?
For sure.
Okay.
If it's still there.
It is, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, and you head back. All right. Andor, Meryl, and Leokron, are you ready to go on your quest? Or do you still have reservations about leaving the market square?
I didn't talk to the animals yet.
Oh, right. Okay. Leokron.
I'm essentially looking for an animal other than a squirrel. I would assume a bird would be the next common thing, kind of.
Perception.
There we go.
Yeah, you see a bird perched on one of the statues.
I take out a ration. I tear a bit off. And I say, "Here, cute birdie. I have a question. If you would lend me your ears and possible communication."
If it's a raven, tell him how pretty and sleek its feathers are.
What kind of bird is it? Do I know? Well, I mean, I would know what type of bird. I live out in the fucking wilderness for Dartok and Elkanar steak.
It's a pigeon.
Ah,
Okay.
I knew
Aw.
it.
Pigeon. Hi.
Hello. It takes the piece of ration.
Awesome. I'm so happy to be talking with you. How is your day going?
It's fine.
Okay, good. So, me and my companions here, we are keeping guard of this place because apparently there is going to be an attack in the market. Have you seen any like hooded figures heading for the market, or did you hear anything about people starting to head this way, or anyone suspicious kind of in a weird sense? I know it's a random weird question, sorry.
Yeah.
There was someone acting kind of. I'm trying to figure out how much a bird would know what this stuff means.
Yeah, there's
I'm gonna look up the intelligence of a pigeon.
I mean, oh,
They are pretty intelligent.
but he's bouncing around in the corn.
there was someone acting pretty suspicious coming out of that building over there, and it kind of picks its foot up and points to Gimlin's alchemy.
All right. I have a question for you, Pigeon. Do you have a name?
No.
Okay. You mind if I call you Pidgey?
Okay.
It's copyrighted.
All right, I'll just call you Pidgey. If that's okay with you.
That's okay.
I would like to ask if I can use your senses for maybe a small amount of time. If you stay here for about 10 minutes, I will be able to see through your senses and see what you see. Would it be easier for me to do that, or would you mind kind of looking around the area for the person and coming back?
Oh, okay.
I'm essentially like, if he doesn't want me to like see through him, that's fine. But if he could like just look around for the person, I would very much appreciate it.
I could look around for the person and then come back. Yes.
Thank you so much. You are helping us so much.
The bird takes off. The pigeon takes off from the statue, and starts circling around the square, flying over all the people.
I'm watching it in amazement. I'm like, oh my god! I just asked it to fly around.
It said earlier, so I'm gonna retcon and say that because how long does this? Can it talk about the last? How long? Those words did not come out of my mouth right.
The duration of Speak with Animals is 10 minutes.
No, but how long can their memory go back? Within the past day. Okay. Wow, I thought it was a lot shorter than that. So it says about a short time ago today. So just a short time ago. That's what I'm gonna. It said that instead of just a little while ago. More that way, it's more specific to it's today.
Okay.
Flying around, and you can see the bird. At one point, take a sharp turn back towards you, and the statues. It lands back on the statue, and says, "I just saw him over by that big building up there." And it points.
Did he go in? Did he go in, or was he just around it?
Just around it.
Okay. Do you mind staying here on this statue while we go investigate?
I will stay here if you give me more of that food.
Oh my gosh, I was going to ask if you want more. You got it, my friend. Let's go, guys. And I'm just like literally running off, and I'm like, follow me. He might be over here.
It's the big building. It's the really big one. He has on dark clothes.
Dark clothes, big building. And he's like running.
Are you screaming that we are heading over to the building to look for a man in dark clothes as you run over to the building where the bird says the man with dark clothes is in?
No, I literally. So what I do is I hear it from the pigeon, run over to both of you, say all that shit, and then run off.
Okay. Big building, dark clothes. Got it.
This is happening while the other three are back talking to the guildmaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, which big building? They're all pretty big.
I said follow me!
Okay.
Alright, so you most people have on either lightly colored clothes, or if they're darker clothes, they're like a darker blue or a darker brown. Most people don't really have super dark clothes on. The bird pointed with its foot when it said towards the really big building. The really big one.
Oh, wait, you mean the companion house?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it pointed. Yeah. I pointed when I said it, but I don't think my hand might not have been on camera when I did it.
Yeah, that's why I got confused. They were both kind of big buildings.
But not that helps, because I didn't say the companion house. I said the really big one.
Okay.
I didn't say the companion house before, so that probably would have helped.
Okay, thank you. Retcon that.
So you see a tall man in very dark clothing with a bag slung over his shoulder, walking past. At this point, he's almost to the Whimpering Pug. He's past the companion house, almost to the Whimpering Pug. Let me. I'm going. Oh, whoops, wrong thing. I will use for our purposes.
Guard, can you follow me real quick? I think I might someone who might be causing trouble.
Yes, I can. I will use fuck. I'll just use a cultist for now. Why is Kramkyl up there? Didn't Kramkyl go to the guild?
Yeah, I apologize.
No, it's okay. Andor, does Andor follow? Josh.
Josh.
This is a serious question. Did he fall asleep?
I was thinking the same.
Josh, you there, homie?
I think he fell asleep.
Hope he's okay.
Alright, just stepped away for a second.
Oh,
There
no,
you go.
you're good.
Oh, okay. We thought you just fell asleep, like lovingly.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
yeah, because you said the medication had you feeling down. I was a little worried.
that's definitely playing an effect too.
I get it. You got enough fluids in you, bud?
Yeah, I'm drinking a lot. I'm trying to get water and shit.
Okay.
We were just wondering if Andor followed Leokron and Meryl to follow the suspicious person, who I'm using a cultist for.
Andor would definitely follow. Like,
Okay, so hold the phone.
Oh, I just saw.
Okay, you're closing in. Now, how are you approaching this? You don't know he's a cult. I'm using the cultist thing just because it was the only thing I had at the moment. But you don't know he's a cultist yet.
First, I'm gonna transform into the werewolfy look. Before we even do
The new form?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. That's gonna scare the people around you.
But he probably won't get scared. I bet.
People around you are gonna move a lot quicker and away from you.
Good.
Ooh, did not mean to drop that.
So yeah, I'm just gonna have my hand, my left hand on my blade, essentially, to like kind of ready to take it out. And then I'm going to lead with my right shoulder, so I'm like just kind of getting prepared to be like, "Sir, can I ask you a question, sir?"
He turns around. He sees all of you, and then he books
He's
it.
gonna run.
Yeah.
Yep, he's
He
gonna run.
books
Yeah,
it.
I'm running after him.
He's running. He's running. Got a runner here.
I knew it! Guards, get him!
Goes down the alley. The guards start chasing him.
I'm adrenaline rushing and dashing as an action.
I also did think we were
Andor's got 40 speed.
Some guards come around. They have him from behind. Shit. Takes a potion out of his bag.
Put that potion down.
I'm just running after him. I'm gonna try and snatch it out of his hand if I can.
Are you going to try and snatch the potion?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like jump and get it without crushing it.
I'm gonna try to jump on top of him. I'm gonna try to jump on top of him.
I'm going to rule he had enough of a head start that he can get this potion down quickly enough before you can tackle him.
Can I make him vomit?
What?
Can Krex shove his necrotic fingers down his throat and make him vomit up the potion?
Isn't Krex at the guild?
Oh, yeah, I am.
I'll shove my fingers down his fucking throat.
I'll cast Lesser Restoration on him.
How are you? Hold on. Let him. What?
If he follows the potion, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on him.
That wouldn't do anything.
Tickle his uvula and make it throw him up.
Downs the potion. And so, Andor, you're trying to tackle him to the ground?
Yeah.
with a 5 on your athletics check.
Yeah, no, that doesn't do shit.
Yeah, no, he dodges out of the way. Yeah. He starts growing.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's because I can do that too.
Oh shit.
Starts growing. His skin starts to turn red. And his eyes start to turn orange. And
Oh fuck.
his muscles start to bulge as his shirt just rips to shreds. He's basically red hulking out.
Yeah.
Which I know. Trademark Marvel. Don't care.
Red rage. Red rage.
And woof.
Gonna also go big. With Giant Smite.
Back at the guild. How do I want to do this? I don't want to just gimp you for the whole fight.
Yes. Always love break.
What do you mean?
Well, 3 of your people aren't there.
Yeah, no, you're. Well, I mean, I understand that. If you got to go to the guild and then come back, then I understand. And plus, it is 8:51.
I'm just trying to think how to get them there without having to just have them run each turn.
Okay, yeah.
I do not buy it. I usually just hire it. Right.
Give me a second.
You're good.
Okay.
Where the one in Naughty is good too with the pistol.
One of the guards shouts out to you, "There were 3 more of you, right?
Yeah.
Where are they?"
They went back to the guild. We said it at the same time. I love that.
He looks to the guard next to him. "Do you have your sending stone?" And the guard digs around in his metal pockets. "Yes, I have it." And he calls into a sending stone. I don't want to be cliche about this.
Just do it. He might be a regular NPC human.
I was going to say we have a situation here. We need backup.
Oh, God.
I love that.
But that is so cliche. Basically into a walkie-talkie. And over at the guild, this message goes out to guards that have sending stones and to the secretary at the guild, because they also have guards, they have adventurers. So the secretary's name is Ko, but she has the sending stone on the desk in front of her, and that message comes out. And as Defina finishes up her conversation with the rest of you, she says, "You need to get over there and quickly, and we're going to send more guards."
Crap, what's happening?
She turns around. No. She goes into a drawer under her desk, takes out an amulet. "I'm going to use this for you just once. Do not come asking for it again unless you are in dire need."
Got it.
Time is of the essence. I'm teleporting you to where they are. Or I'm teleporting you back to the market square. There, we'll go with that, because they didn't tell her where they are.
Thank you very much.
And she says some words in Elvish, and she teleports the three of you back to the market square. There, I DM bullshitted my way out of that.
That was very fucking
job.
smart, though. No, seriously, good job. Seriously.
There, you pop back up right about here. There you go. Get your movement speed in. Took me a minute to think of it, but I got there. All right, go ahead and move in if you want to move in, and then next session we'll roll for initiative.
Alrighty.
Okie dokie.
No, I'll move Araneus in. Here, go ahead.
There we are. Sorry, I was... Look, oh, well, that works too.
Sorry.
Are you using the movement speed, or are you just like moving up?
No, I'm just moving them closer.
Oh, okay.
All right. There we go. That works. And that's where we'll leave off tonight.
I love that combat right off the bat.
Awesome.
All right. And it is 8:56. Time to go. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for playing. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe, all that nonsense. I don't know why I say that every week. We only get like 30 people who watch, but still. Yeah.
Always good. People will always be there.
Everybody say their goodbye.
And later, guys. Hug your loved ones.
Everybody say their goodbyes and we'll get out of here.
Bye.
Yeah, have a good night. Did everybody else say bye?
Later. I think I did. Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I didn't cut anybody off. All
I
right.
don't think I heard Zoomy say bye.
I did. I said bye.
Oh.
Probably while I was talking. That's my bad. Okay. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Later, y'all.
Bye.